All right, what do we got going on in this low light situation? Well, my old JVC quit working. Yeah, it's probably, who knows how old. I don't know how long I've had this truck. Too long, who knows. It's a 2007 Silverado Classic. That's what I'm telling you. So I decided to do a video and replacing the dang thing, putting in a new one. But listen to this Bluetooth speaker for about a week. And because the radio's broke, don't got no sound coming out of it. What's the dilly, yo? So we're going to show you how to replace one of these. And you're also going to see how easy it is to steal a stereo out of Silverado. Shit probably take you like 10 minutes, maybe 5 if you're good, maybe even less than that. But, you know, maybe I shouldn't put out the video, because it shows you how easy it is to steal one of these out of Silverado. So I didn't buy a really expensive one. It's a J1CA7 Jenson. Now, I'll put the little bleep up on the top there so you can see what it is right here. Oh! I'm doing this at night because I've got a lot of, you know, I work a lot. So how do you get this bracket off of a Silverado? Do you have to remove screws or anything? No. All you gotta do is put the key on, move it down out of the way, the gear shifter, and this damn thing just fucking pops right off. Like done, you know what I mean? Yeah. Steering wheel out of the way here. Pop that down. Look at that. Look at that. Easy peasy. No screws, no nothing. This is Chevrolet we're talking about here. You know, they use the finest plastic. I don't know where they get this plastic. However, whoa! I don't know who Chris C is. Maybe he's the former owner of this truck. Maybe he's the one that drew the PP in my window in the back. Don't know. That's a long story. So we'll put this thing back up here and we move this back into park so we can get our foot off the brake, shut the fire back off. Bada bing, bada bang. The screws are 9/32. And since I already have an aftermarket radio in here, right? Oh, aftermarket radio. We are going... I mean, it already has the kit. You know, you buy them plastic kits that you can buy from Crutchfield. I actually bought it directly from Crutchfield. Go figure. Because they're pretty good with that stuff. I don't remember what it was. It was a long time ago. But, you know, the kits are readily available. So I'm just going to reuse the kit. This is a double DIN size. Fits GM and a lot of other cars, actually. So these little plastic brackets, they come in those kits. I'm sure you could probably make one out of a couple pieces of steel you bend in position. It's probably not the hardest thing, but you know, gotta do what you gotta do. But when you purchase these kits, right, they come with installation adapters, and those are key to have because you want to plug into your stock shit, you know, which is different connectors, and those are different connectors, and that's different connectors. I'm hoping when I pop this JVC it matches the Jenson. I should have bought another JVC, but I couldn't really find a JVC that, I mean, I could have bought the same one, but I figured I'd update this thing to the Bluetooth and all that good stuff like that, right? Oh, put me on the internet. Yo, we got this Jenson here. Yeah, put my stuff down here, put this down over here. I can't see where I'm going over here. Where the heck's the directions? I thought I had the directions around here somewheres. Why I'm starting to talk like I'm from Arkansas, I don't know. I like the accent. It appears like the poltergeist stole my installation documentations. Oh, it's on the floor. It wasn't the poltergeist. You know, somehow this got on the floor. Here's the radio right here, the Jenson. I have the camera mounted to the box the radio came in, so I'll have to show that later. So what we got is a radio that it's all touchscreen. Oh, bring my 2007 Chevrolet with velour seats into the 21st century. I mean, I think once I put this radio in, the goddamn thing should hover, right? But it has Apple Play. And bing, 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 bing. And I think I got it for $159 on Amazon. You know, time to put Best Buy out of business. Not that I want to. But, you know, sometimes you're ordering all the time online. The brick and mortar store's got out of business. So here it is. Got CarPlay, all this great stuff. Got all the way sound adjustments, all that good stuff. I do got a subwoofer, so that'll be interesting. Got to have the boom booms. when you're listening, right? So like I said, it's just video I threw together. I'm just going to try to do this real quick. Follow along if you want. You can kind of see how hard it is or how easy it is, however we want to do it. All right, so I took the screws out. And voila! Look at that. Isn't that amazing? These two here are going to my subwoofer. Oh, and this one here is your antenna. Now, when you buy those kits, they come with, you need an antenna adapter, which I already have because I bought the kit for this one. And you need this adapter, which is really fun. This is a good $70 here. This is for your, I don't know what that's for. You have all your beeps, chimes, and warnings go through the stereo speakers because they thought it would save them a ton of money to do that. So now you got to spend money. So you have to buy these modules. This is for 2007 without OnStar, but you know, it's with or without OnStar. It's a GMOS J1. I got this on Amazon, and you know that does that. So you unfortunately got to buy that. So let's unplug this here, right here. Beep, 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 beep. Just get this damn thing disconnected so we can get rid of it. All right, bye-bye, Jenson. See you later. Here's the microphone. I don't know why they don't put the microphone. They put this microphone, you have to mount it someplace else. Why in the utter F don't they put it like on the radio? Because it's right there in front of your mouth. You'd be like, ah, blah, 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 and it can hear you. No, they put it on a fucking wire you got to put somewhere else. This radio is the same way. It's on a wire, so you got to mount it somewhere. And we'll figure that out later. But out with the old, and with the new. This was a nice radio because you could change the colors to match your lights. That's gone now. So out with the old. That one did have a CD player. And with the new, here's a new one here. Oh, not much to it, right? This is the USB for the CarPlay stuff. And I guess we'll remove that after we get it in there. But this one also has connectors, and of course they're all, since I didn't get I got a Jenson and a JVC, they're effing different. So let's pull all these wires out. Here's the factory harness, and here's the old adapter kit which I bought. Oh, look at this mess. Why would anybody want to do this? It's beyond me. Here's the old one. Yay. Too bad that won't fit, huh? Too bad. So we got to disconnect this one and then put in the new one, which is over here. And they have completely different wiring diagrams. And as you can see, here's the wiring diagram. It's got 8 million wires to hook up. This is why people are so afraid to do these, because, you know, there's a lot of wires. So we will just go ahead and hook this up, because you might as well start somewhere. So here's subwoofer 1. Subwoofer 2, plug that. I just have one subwoofer. It's a little one. I'm not shaking buildings here, just enough to fill the sound. Oh, where's it at? Oh, here it is. Here's my subwoofer ones. So here and here. Now my subwoofer's hooked up. This doesn't have an audio jack in the front. Now, there was people griping about it because they just don't know. You know, they just don't know. I have this in the basement. I'll have to go get it. There is an AV in left and an AV in right. There's line out. This is for your other subwoofer. Line out. Fuck. Boy, man, I don't know if you want to fast forward through this shit, but line out. AV in right. So I got an AV in right and left. Now, you know what? Maybe it's a good thing that it's not like in the front of the radio, because with the old radio, all my shit was in the front, so I had all these wires hanging down. This one gives you the option. Now, they sell this. It's just, it's an AV to headphone jack adapter. Now, what I'll do is I'll run it down, you know, we'll put it down here or here. We haven't decided yet, but I'm roughly hooking this up, so we will definitely take advantage of that. I'll pause it and go get that wire. But this is where you hook your shit that doesn't have, you know, the old stuff, your AV in. Let's say if you have a tape cassette, CD player, or what have you. It goes here. Or an iPod. I still have an iPod. Them things are epic. So we'll put this down here for later. And I got this here connector box. So we got in this box, these are your power and all that good stuff. I mean, this kind of sucks hooking all these wires up. But if you do it one at a time and don't, you know, try not to make any mistakes. There's all my quick connectors. Yes, I'm using quick connectors, so shut up. Go ahead and make your comment. I would never use quick connector. Yeah, you could solder these and use heat shrink. A lot of professionals do that, but maybe I'm not that professional. Goes. And I have the wiring diagram for this guy, which is the kit. This is to go from a stock radio to a, and it all comes together. I think if you order this, it comes with that. So that's where that came from. But I'm going to have to get those directions, I do believe, so I can figure out what is what. All right, let's hook up all this shit right here. Yeah, keep everything. This is the original wiring diagram to this little bastard right here, the GMOS-1, which again is our warning system and all that stupid stuff. And here's the wiring diagram for it. Orange aftermarket radio illumination wires populated by the factory side. That didn't work on the JVC. We're going to test it on the Jenson. Yellow is the battery wire, good. And it looks like everything else is pretty much the same. So the wiring diagrams are pretty much, and a lot of those companies standardize it. Now, if you bought a Houhan radio or a Ching Chang, not being racist, but that's actually what they're called, you know, a dingbat radio, then your wiring diagrams are going to messed up. I always buy name brand when it comes to this stuff. Because with the knockoffs on Amazon and stuff, you never know what you're going to get. Get a real Jenson, get a real Kenwood. Don't mess around with that cheap stuff because it's going to bite you in the ass in the end. It's either not going to work or it's going to sound shitty. And it's just not a win situation. You'll spend more money fixing those things or trying to get them to work or customer service or sending it back 3 times when you could have just bought the name brand. This radio was $159. The Houhan brand was $54, but hey, you know, it's $100 more, but at least you know it's gonna work, right? Am I right? Am I right? I could be wrong. I'm running low on these, but I always have them around. No comments, I already know.
I wire my track wires with the wire cutter and I make a tripper. I work on my truck all day and all night. It's dark outside and the neighbors are complaining that I'm making too much noise, but that's alright. City life, city life.
Oh, alright, they're both blue. Oh, one has a white stripe. Bum, 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 bum. Squish. Okay, give them a little tug, make sure they're all good. All right, we got everything quick connected. We don't need that one. Everything is quick connected. Yeah, pick your card. Any card you want, pick your card. What the hell does this go to? SWCN. What the flying is that? Don't know. Don't know. All right, red wire's hooked up. Red rum! Red rum! Alrighty then. Alrighty then. Let's hook up their grays. Here's gray stripe, and flat, flat. They're the same. The stripe ones are the negative, the solids are the positive. So gray, gray. See, here's 2 grays. So these will be together. That I like to do like, oh geez, why don't you fast forward? That's pretty damn boring. Now, if you were stealing this radio, you would just cut all this shit and leave. You want to be vicious. If you had compassion for the person, if you're stealing a radio, you kind of unplug this. If you hate the guy, you fucking just cut it right there. You get cut it right back here. Like, take that, you son gun. Then a new episode of Frankie Cheese. Frankie puts a new radio in his truck. How exciting is that? Isn't this exciting? Isn't it great that we get to spend this time together? I mean, how wonderful is this? This is just wonderful. Wonderful, 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 isn't it? Oh, yes. It's fabulous, so fabulous. All right, so now we're going to go to this side, which isn't coming out of the module. Looks like that's just for the front speakers, Ed. Okay, let's do purple next. Yay, purple. Yay, purple. Yay, purple. All right, we got solid purple. You got to be careful because solid got to go to solid. You can't skip the stripe. You know what's kind of funny in all this? Something I didn't do first is make sure the radio fit. It's like, oh, well, you know, that would be it. You know, before you hook up all the wires, make sure the radio fits. Because, like, I'm going through all this. You know what? I'm in it to win it. I'm going to fit this fucking thing in there, high or high water. If it don't fit, we're going to put some duct tape in there and make it fit. Because I should have done that first. Make sure it fits. And I did not. Maybe it is boring. I don't know. I'll let you decide. You can watch this, you know, and turn it off in 30 seconds. Or you're eating, you know, you're eating your dinner. So I'm going to watch some Frankie Cheese tonight. Frankie Cheese, don't tell me I'll do something. God damn, I'll do nothing. That Frankie Cheese over there doing something. You know, well, we're doing something. I drive an old pickup truck to work. I got my play cars. You know, I don't have a lot of money. Not really. Some people think I do because, you know, you got a nice Grand National and all that stuff. Well, all my cars are paid off. This is a really old truck here, you know, and as long as you kind of keep your things, you know, I keep the truck running as long as I can, and it just saves you a ton of money. Why have a car payment? Like, you know, sometimes I buy some goodies for, let's say, my Grand National or the Datsun. I mean, the Datsun I picked out of a junkyard. I mean, you fix it up yourself. Got to work with your hands. This truck here I got really cheap because it's two-wheel drive. Nobody wants two-wheel drive trucks. You can't get stuck in the snow. Oh. But where I live, it's, you know, western Pennsylvania here, we don't get a lot of snow. When we do, you know, call in late for work. Say, hey, I'm going to be a little late. Wait for that snowplow to come through, and then you go to work. You know, just, you know, it doesn't matter sometimes. It doesn't matter sometimes. Just wait for the snowplow. You know, I throw a couple sandbags in the bed of the truck. I put about 300 pounds at 4 sandbags, and I don't get stuck. I don't. Say what you want about four-wheel drive. How many times you actually use it? Do you go four-wheeling? When you go camping, it's like, oh, use my four-wheel drive. But you know, four-wheel drive breaks more. It's extra gear case. It's half shafts, drive shafts, ball joints. Everything's different. They wear out quicker. So your four-wheel drive truck is not going to last that long. You got to just think to yourself when you buy a vehicle, like, how much are you actually going to use it? I mean, seriously. Look, that snowed that one day. Oh, one day, you know, one day. A year, you know, maybe 3 or 4 times a year it snows heavy that you might need it. But a little bit of preparation, and guess what? You might not have to go anywhere that day. If you really, do you really have to go to Walmart? You know, you get a lot of warning. Oh, storm's coming, so you run out and get your bread and milk. Once you run out and get your bread and milk, you don't really have to do much else, right? I mean, some people have to go to a job that to be. I mean, I work on site every day, and I go in every day. This year, I haven't needed four-wheel drive. It just didn't snow. Like I said, sandbags, PennDOT's out early in the morning, and they usually get everything. And if not, I just take it easy. So that's my motto. So I got a cheap truck that nobody wanted, really cheap, and it's already paid off. And I don't have a car payment, so I can afford stupid shit for the other cars, because I'm not paying $500-600 a month. So if I buy a $200 this or $300 that, like once or twice, it's not bad. You waste a lot of money buying new cars. It's just not worth it. Not worth it at all.
So many wires. A wire here, a wire there, a wire there. So many wires. I don't know how this is not gonna cause a fire. So many wires, so many wires. Using speed clips and they don't matter much. So many wires, so many wires, so many wires, so many wires.
It's almost 9 o'clock. Okay, so we got our radio here. This is the USB. We'll let's get this out of the way. I haven't figured out where to route that yet. I think we're gonna just route it down and out through the bottom here. Or we can take this out and maybe fish it through this, but we can come back later and do that. For now, we'll just do things temporary, and then we'll come back. I might 3D print something here that, you know, we can have a nice aux or USB, or even down here a little bit, you know, we'll see. We'll see. Okay, so antenna, go here. Looks like that will fit, thank goodness. Antenna is here. Don't want to buy another adapter kit. The microphone here, we'll plug it in later. Okay, antenna's hooked up. Now our connector's going in. Here we go, connector, here we go. And that goes right here. Okay, so for test purposes, we can throw this all back in here. Said we got to figure out some more things, but this is just the rough. Roughly, we got this in. So this is the rough test. Okay. See, our remote wire is getting stiff. See if we can get any slack. That's the remote wire to our amp. I might have to see how the stiff. Well, looks like we'll make it. Oh, okay. So get this stuff out in there like that. What the hell is this? Let's turn the key and see what happens, kids. Are we still recording? We're still recording. Turn the key. Jenson. We have this protective. Oh, look at that. We got to remove this protective glass now. Oh, here it is. Oh! Nice. Our subwoofer, I was like, my subwoofer's not working. I forgot to plug it in. I was like, this radio sounds chintzy. All right, subwoofer's now in. Yeah. Jenson. Radio. Please wait. Yeah, there's a subwoofer. I was wondering what was going on there. All right, that sounds better. So you got the EQ. Yeah, that's nice. Look at that. Oh, they got the balance. Oh, look at this. I have a speaker out. Just the tweeter's working. So I'll have to take that speaker out. Maybe that's what broke my other radio. That the speakers actually broke over there. I'll definitely have to look at that. It's not, you know, it's not the hookup's wrong, because it's just two wires that go over this. That speaker's out. You know, hey, looks like we are in business. You know what I mean? It's the radio. Here's your AV in, which we don't have hooked up yet. Bluetooth's disconnected. We can test that. We can plug a USB port for songs. Bluetooth. Let's go ahead and put our phone in here. Oh, I need the speaker cord here. Okay, got my phone. There it goes. Oh, this is cool. Now, I'm not going to turn it up. I'm going to keep the volume low. And for this reason alone, I have a bad speaker, which I didn't know until I play with this balance. So my other radio, the amplifier went on it, and it wouldn't put out any sound. So that's telling me I probably got a bad speaker. If I turn it up too much, I'm probably going to burn it out. So I want to actually go in that door panel, take that speaker out, disconnect it, and I'm going to have to order a new pair for the front. You can't just order one. So I'm going to have to order a new pair. So I'm not turning this volume up. I'm keeping it low. And, you know, for that reason. And that's a whole nother video. That's going to be another hour to get that door panel off. But this is pretty cool. This is actually working. My messages are working. My music's working. I just had to, figure this how to use it. There we go. Oh, this is pretty cool. So I'm now connected to my phone. There's all my songs. Let's listen to some Rick and Morty. Oh, wow, look at that. This is really nice. I like this. And then we can listen to. I like this radio. This is really cool. I never had Apple Play. Okay, it's technology. But I would usually do that. I have to lift my phone up and select the song. But now I can park my phone. And, here's all my radio. All my radio stuff. And it works nice. There's no lag. Here's some 90s Chevy. Yeah, this is good. So I'm gonna not turn that volume up just because of that speaker over there. Now my 90-something Chevy is now brought up to Apple Play, Nice. Okay, this is really cool. But I gotta go to work tomorrow. It's getting late. So at least I confirmed that we did hook it up and everything's running. So here's the pieces I got to take off this radio. This is to that kit, and I got to attach it to that. So I'm just going to unscrew this and at least get that done for tonight. Now hopefully we'll see how this screen holds up, because this is my truck and I work a lot. I get greasy, and I don't know how this is going to hold up with greasy finger. I just, I'll give it, I did done change my oil. Now I got grease all over my thing with touchscreen monitor. So I will pull this out and drop my screws. Get this mounted. See, they got a whole bunch of holes on here. But there's a lot of different mounting holes, so it's going to be a little bit of trial and error. And we're probably going to do a couple test fits till we get it right. So I'm just using the old adapter kit here. I think it's nice about this radio. This is all aluminum. It feels heavy. It feels solid. I've seen some radios where they're real chintzy, so this one looks like it's pretty. Feels quality, you can kind of feel that sometimes. So put this on here, so we're gonna put this in for a dry fit. Oh, I almost forgot. There's a thing that came with it. So, all right, let's shove this in here. We're gonna have to extend this wire. I'll do that later. That was our remote. It was just a little too short. How long this I think this is like a 2-hour video, but we'll shorten her up, that's for sure. Not putting all the hardware in, but just enough. All right, so this goes here. All right, just like that. Looks good. Check, check, and the other thing, check, check, and recheck. Get in there. All right, let's get the cover. Get in there. Remember, we gotta move this up and then push this down. And then move your steering wheel down. That. Unlock your phone. It's in there. And hey, looks good. I'm gonna unplug it real quick. And we put the light on because it is dark out here. And look at that. That is a absolute perfect fit. Look at that. That is right on the money. See that? Perfectly lined up. This is great. I don't have to do much. It's already in there. It's already ready to go. Nice.